Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. I am here on a graduation trip for one of my grandchildren. Actually, we have two here. And we're having a great time. We really are. We're spring breaking. I haven't been on spring break in quite a while, as you can tell. I am your mature skin makeup artist, and I really appreciate you joining me today. Now, the new thing that I have found is Cream Makeup One Palette Piper Blue. So I wanted to share with you, and please, the lighting is terrible because I'm in the bathroom, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm just glad I'm here with you. Welcome everyone. So this is Piper Blue. Many of you have asked, it is cream makeup and this is organic. So this is the really clean makeup. So if you're looking to get, if you're like on a health journey and you are putting clean things in your body, then you should be putting clean things on your body. So it's totally organic. Good morning. Hi, how are you, Anna? We are having a wonderful time. We really and truly are. But yeah, the lighting in here is terrible, but that's okay. We're just going to roll with it. Now, many of you have asked about Piper Blue and of course Saint, which is the other cream makeup line that I have. You're jealous, yes. Oh, I tell you, we're having a wonderful time. And it's so great because you really get to know your grandchildren, that you know, things about them that you didn't know, which is really awesome because when they're with their parents, they're kind of different. We got great grandkids. That's all I can say. We're having a wonderful trip. But anyway, again, if you're using Piper Blue, or if you'd like to be introduced to Piper Blue, or if you're using Saint, many have asked, what primer do you use? I don't use a primer because my skin is in good condition, so I don't really need one. Earlier in the week, I did Piper Blue with a with tinted moisturizer. Well, today we're going to do one with BB cream and see how it works underneath the cream makeup. Now, BB cream, remember, it's beauty bomb, so you get the SPF 25, which is the most important thing, and Piper Blue also has a sunscreen in it, and you also get a it's SPF 25, you get a moisturizer, and you get vitamin E. So good things for your skin. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit on my hand, just a little bit, because if you're using it as a primer, you don't want to use as much as if you're just going to use it as your foundation. And I'm going to use my finger, and we're just going to rub it in. Everything looks so yellow in this lighting in this bathroom, but that's okay. Let's just roll with it. There we go. It is so beautiful and sunny. It is on the hot side, but that's okay if you're lucky enough to get a breeze, which yesterday we were. And you know, when I had come to you, I think on Sunday, we had been out in the sun as well. And I saw some bleed through, which I thought was possibly sunburn or some. It's rosacea. I'm having a rosacea outbreak, so. But it's probably because of the heat, because my rosacea hates the heat. All right, so last little bit. And again, you're only gonna need a little bit, enough to really just moisturize your face, because again, we're going to be coming over the top of it with with makeup. So let's just get that done. Where's my towel to wipe my hand off? Here we go. Okay, Piper Blue, like I say, this is organic cream makeup. It's a one palette system. And instead of getting 4 shades, you get 5. They include the bronzer in your main palette. Yes, it comes and goes, and I didn't have it on the plane ride down here, but being out in the sun, yep, there you go. Just a little bit, not bad, but I was excited that it wasn't like a sunburn. So yeah, BB cream, tinted moisturizer, just put that on and it gives you just a little bit of color. And I got a little hair sticking there. It gives you just a little bit of color, plus you get the SPF. So that's beautiful. And then you're double protected with Piper Blue because they have SPF in their makeup. So their makeup system works just like Saint's pretty much. You get the concealer, which goes between the eyebrows. And this is so light, you don't even feel it. I mean, totally organic and extremely light. I better use my little finger. There we go. So between the eyebrows, right down the center of the nose, on the Cupid's bow, and then again, the center of the chin. And these 510s and the compact are comparable to the cost of Saint. Okay, so we're going to come in the outer corner, the inner corner, okay, inner corner and outer corner, because again, we're brightening the eyes so we look more awake, and what we're doing is we're brightening where the sun naturally, or the light, not the sun, but the light would naturally hit our faces. So then we're going to come to my main shade, and we're just going to put it where we won't be putting any other makeup, like the bearded area, the cheeks. There we go. There we go. And if you are a Saint user, I can cross you over to what shade you would need, without a doubt. It's good to get a color match. Then we're going to go right up here. There we go. Alrighty, now we're going to move to our contour. And that, of course, goes right up against that scalp line. There we go, because what we're doing is we're defining the face. If you're a first-time person here, say hello, and even if you're not, say hello. I'm so glad all of you are here. Now, we're going to start on the jaw with the contour, because again, we're giving everything a lift. So we're going to start on the jaw and go up towards the top part of the ear. There we go. So that gives our face a little bit more definition, again, about the outer corner of the eye and up towards the top part of the ear. And that's the best place to put your contour, especially if you're over 60, sometimes even in the 50s. So that works really well. Now we're going to come back and grab our bronzer, because we're going to put our bronzer right here. Okay, and right here, and that's going to give us that sun-kissed look. We're going to go right above the contour. See how the difference in the shade? Bronzer is a little bit brighter than the, I'm going to put some on the tip of my nose. I don't know, I just feel like I need to have it there. Bronzer is a little bit different of a shade. It's a cooler shade than the contour is. Then let's come back and do these lips. There we go. And again, shades, Piper Blue has a ton of them. All right. There we go. Now the beauty, as with Saint, your lip shade can also be your blush shade. And I use a lot because I love color. But you be you. If that's too much for you, then just back it down a little bit. Now, I've been trying out several brushes. This is BK's 101. So if you have this one, or it's a little bit less expensive than Saint's is. Now, Saint's beautiful brushes. I have not used the ones from Piper Blue yet. But this is BK Beauty. So we're just going to start at the jawline and bring down just a little bit, just a tapping, stippling motion, that little bit of main shade to get it to the neck and be sure that everything blends together well. And that's the other thing, your blending is so simple because this doesn't contain the beeswax that Saint does. So it's a little bit easier to work with. It's creamier, for lack of a better word. So let's just continue to blend. I'm liking this brush a lot. And again, this is BK's 101. You can just get it on any BK site. I'm not partnered with BK, so there we go. And you know what we did not do? We didn't contour the nose. So let's get a little bit of contour on this pinky. Rub them together, and this is the easiest way I have found to do it. There we go. Just to narrow the nose just a little bit. Now, if your nose is fine, don't worry about that step. if it's okay with you. Mine, I sometimes do, I usually brighten it, but I sometimes do not contour it, simply because that's not one of my problem areas. My nose is not, in other words, if I was gonna have plastic surgery and do something with a part of my face, the nose wouldn't be it. Yeah, I would probably do the eyes or something. Okay, and I like to go just over the lid, but again, this one gets in the corner really well because it is kind of like angled, so that helps. Alrighty. I love the naturalness. You can see it still looks like skin, and I don't put a whole lot because I like a light to medium coverage. Now you can use whatever coverage you like. All right, I'm gonna give this one a little bit of a circular blend because of the bronzer that's right there. Now we're gonna come up here and we're gonna just blend our contour. Go all the way up into your hairline. Now my hairline is high up, so it's going to give the illusion that it's not quite that high. And that's one of the beauties of contour. Now, if your hairline comes down here, I wouldn't even, if you have a low hairline, I wouldn't worry about contouring. I would just bronze. Don't worry at all. That one little piece of gray hair is throwing me off in this light. Okay, there we go. And again, go all the way up into the hairline, because when you turn to the side, you don't want to see like the white scalp line there. So be sure you're all the way up into your hairline. Now, we're gonna come and do these cheeks. So we have our contour, our bronzer, and our main shade. Our blush. So we're just going to tap this out and up into the temple. There we go. I had to grab a view. There we go. Same over here, start at the bottom and just drag it up, catching the other two, the bronzer and the lip and cheek along with the contour. And again, just keep going up. There we go. So that's pretty much it. You can also catch the eyelids if you like. I think today, since we're basically just doing like a walk around tour, I'm going to use the bronzer on my lids. So I'm just going to tap into the bronzer and just give a little bit of a lift. There we go, to the eyelid, but not really put any eyeshadow. You certainly can. There's beautiful shades of eyeshadow with Piper Blue and with Saint. Both have beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. And like I say, the main difference is Piper Blue is creamier because it does not contain the beeswax than Saint. Plus, this is totally organic. So you're looking at it probably 90% clean. Saint is about 60% clean. So it just depends on what you're looking for. There we go. So what do you think? I love this makeup. It doesn't settle into my fine lines and wrinkles, and Lord knows I have them at 69. So, but there you go. My hair is naturally gray. I have a lot of people that want to know what rinse I put on it. Nothing. About twice a week, I use a purple shampoo just to be sure that there's no gold in there, that it kind of yellow, that pulls that out. But it tends to be a purple. It grabs the purple if I use it every day. So I can't use it every day, but there you go. Now let's use my contour. Let me grab a smaller brush, and let's do these eyebrows. I'm just looking, there we go. I'm going to use my line brush, and I'm just gonna tap into my contour shade and then come and use little upward strokes and just color in. I do have, my eyebrows are permanent makeup that need to be done again, but I shave them off and then use the contour to color them in, and then just give them a little bit of a tap and see what a difference that makes, because my eyebrows are gray too. So that's why I shaved them off. But this was one of the best things I ever gave myself, was the permanent makeup on the eyebrows, or now I think they call it microblading, but back 20 years ago when I had mine done, they were called permanent makeup. There you go. So there you go. There's the finished look. You can finish it off with a setting spray, or you can come back with a powder. It's just whichever you like the best. I prefer more of a matte finish, which is what I have today, as opposed to a the shiny finish. Okay, let's see. Patty, how do you hide horizontal wrinkles on the nose at the eye line? What you want to do is, number one, skincare. That will soften them where they're easier to hide. And again, I understand because I've got the same thing. See, if I smile, you get it. I'm trying to get real close up. See? And you just, to keep it from settling, you need a cream makeup. Like I say, Piper Blue or Saint, either one is very good at that. And you want to go with a lighter color, not a white color, but like lighter than your, maybe a shade or two lighter than your foundation. And see, see how it camouflages to where you just don't see them. They're still there, but they're not as noticeable. So again, go with a little brighter shade, but the main thing is skincare. I'll be sharing my skincare with you. Maybe tonight we'll do that when we get back from our day. And I'll show you what I use. And not only do you need good skincare, it needs to be done regularly. That's the other thing. You can't just hit or miss it. You need to use it morning and evening every day. And your skin will be to where you probably won't even want any makeup, to be honest. I appreciate you joining me today. This is so cool to have you here and joining me while I'm on vacation. You guys just bless me all the time with your presence. If you'd like to be color matched to Piper Blue, then, which is this makeup that I used today, this is my personal palette. Now, I did make up a palette of all the lip and cheek, this isn't all of them, but of the ones that I would wear of their lip and cheek. But they have, see how they have a vast array of colors, and 5 tens fits into a Saint palette or a Piper Blue palette. Now, these are all the eyeshadows I have so far. This is a Saint palette. So these are the ones that I brought with me. But anyway, if you'd like to be color match, drop match into the comments, and I'll be happy to do that for you. It's totally free and no obligation to buy. So what do you have to lose? Thank you so much. Enjoy your Wednesday, and I will see you again hopefully tonight, and we'll take this off and cleanse my face and get me ready for bed. Bye, everyone.